Hey, greetings everyone. It's Glenn Kellaway from the basement. Hope everyone is doing well. Back with another video. It's Tuesday, so I wanted to remind everybody live chat tonight starts around 8 o'clock. Myself, my good friends Sam St. John and Rob from Northern Revolutions. We got a cool topic tonight to get things rolling. I'm going to call it Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. We'll leave it at that. And we're looking forward to it. We're all kind of excited. It kind of came up at the last minute. So anyway, um, today I'm sitting here trying to think. I want to do a video, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do it on. And then I started to think about this amazing box set that came out that everyone's already talked about. Is Tom Petty Live at the Fillmore from 1997. Just a great box set. One of the great box sets of the year. Then I started to think about the Fillmore Auditorium, and then I went, epiphany. How many frickin' albums do I have, live albums, that were recorded at the Fillmore? So I started to pull them. And there's sure enough for a video and some pretty good albums. So the Fillmore, there was the Fillmore East. Well, the Fillmore West was first. It opened on July 5th, 1968. The man responsible for both Fillmores is legendary promoter Bill Graham. So first off, I want to show you this. This is Bill Graham's biography, actually autobiography, and then after his passing, I believe it was revised. But Bill Graham presents My Life Inside Rock and Roll, one of the best music biographies I've ever read. It's fantastic, full of so many great stories, interacting with all these amazing bands and promoting the Stones and Zeppelin. So the problems he had with Zeppelin are legendary. Not only that, Bill's childhood, born and raised in Nazi Germany, had to escape that as a Jewish person, and his journey out of Nazi Germany into France and Europe, and then gradually getting to immigrate to the U.S. and being adopted into an American family, and then how he, grew up and became the legend that he was. But just an incredible read, great book. So I want to recommend that. Bill Graham, responsible for both Fillmores, opened the Fillmore West July 5th, 1968. It closed on July 4th, 1971, just a few short years. He opened a companion video for the East Coast, or venue on the East Coast, the Fillmore East. Opened that March 8th, 1968, and it closed June 27th, 71. So they were very close in time, history, and all that. But legendary bands. So I just wanted to talk about a few of the albums and CDs and whatever that I have that were recorded at either venues. Fillmore West, I think the earliest one I probably have is Grateful Dead, 1969, Fillmore West. Very cool. Let's see if they have any pictures of the venue here. They got pictures of the band playing at the venue. Now, I'm sure my good friend Norman Maslov could add a lot of stories to the thing. Unfortunately for me, I never got to attend this legendary venue. Yeah, Grateful Dead, 1969. The Byrds, February 1969, live at the Fillmore. This is pretty cool. This is with Clarence White in the band. So they do a few of their country tunes and then do killer versions of Chimes of Freedom, You Want to Be a Rock and Roll Star, This Wheel's on Fire. And then they do a medley, 10-minute medley of Turn, 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 Mr. Tambourine Man and 8 Miles High on this too. Great playing, and Clarence White was a great, great guitar player. The Byrds, live at the Fillmore, 1969. This incredible artist, King Curtis. If you've never listened to King Curtis, you got to try. Soulful and incredible player. King Curtis live at the Fillmore at the Fillmore West. This was recorded in I'm trying to think what year this would have been, but what a great album this is. King Curtis tragically died. I think he was stabbed to death in some kind of an incident, on like in a robbery or something. Really sad. Um, uh, he played some with Dwayne Allman on some sessions, and Dwayne was a huge fan of King Curtis's. And one of the live Allman Brothers sets, I think it's an expanded Fillmore set, Dwayne talks about going to King Curtis's funeral and that before they play a blues song. But yeah, King Curtis live at the Fillmore. Great album. Great album. While we're into those, kind of what happened to my. So we'll do another one. Aretha live at the Fillmore West. Incredible performances, man. Respect. Love the One You're With. Bridge Over Troubled Waters. Eleanor Rigby. Spirit in the Dark. And Reach Out and Touch Somebody's Hand. Aretha at the Fillmore. Doesn't get better than Aretha Franklin. I'm trying to think of who was in the band here. I thought it was Jerry Jermott on bass. Jerry Jermott, the great. Billy Preston was in the band there playing organ. Wayne Jackson on trumpet. Special guests, Ray Charles. Recorded Fillmore West, February 5th, 1971, February 7th, 1971. Aretha live at the Fillmore. Okay, this would be a little later, but Lucinda Williams live at the Fillmore. This is a great live album. Lucinda's band back there was so good. They had that guitar player, Richard Pettibone, I think his name was. Oh my God, the guy could play. I saw him play with her, and what a great guitar player that guy was. This has got a lot of great performances on it. Fantastic album. Lucinda Williams live at the Fillmore. Legendary stuff, Fillmore East. The Who, live at the Fillmore East, 1968. This is a great live album. They do, the first CD is, okay, so it's Summertime Blues, Fortune Teller, Tattoo, I Can't Explain is on this, Happy Jack, I'm a Boy, Quick One While He's Away, Shaken All Over, Boris the Spider, and a 33-minute version of My Generation. Crazy. This is from 1968. Again, they don't show any, you never see pictures of the venue, but excellent live Who album. Fantastic. Double CD. Check it out. If you're a Who fan, you probably have it. Probably as good as live at Leeds. The energy of the performance. How about the legendary performance from Humble Pie, Rockin' the Fillmore East? This is the complete recordings. It has every show. It has the Friday first show, the Friday second show, the Saturday first show, and the Saturday second show. There's a bit of a difference in each show, just the playing. One of the shows has a different song on it. The second shows on both shows have Rolling Stone on it that the first two don't. Man, I Don't Need No Doctor, Hallelujah, I Love Her So, Stone Cold Fever, I'm Ready, Walk on Gilded Splinters. One of the great live albums of all time. In this box set, well worth getting. The trying to grab everything out of here. 4 discs. And the booklet. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I'd love to hear from anybody who grew up in New York or grew up in San Francisco and got to attend these shows, man, or just to attend those venues. Unbelievable. What's next? 10 years after, live at the Fillmore East, 1970. Another great album. This is just full of such. Alvin Lee's playing is so good on this. These shows were recorded at the Fillmore East on the 27th and 28th of February, 1970, just before the release of Cricklewood Green. This double CD of previously unreleased recordings sees the band at the peak of their powers, coming as it does between their storming Woodstock appearance and the Isle of Wight performance in 1970. Good Morning Little Schoolgirl, I Can't Keep From Crying Sometimes, Help Me, I'm Going Home, Sweet Little 16, Roll Over Beethoven, Spoonful. Man, great live album. Oh, there's a seating chart for the Fillmore East. Very cool. This is a great live album too. 10 years after, live at the Fillmore. Would love to get that on vinyl. Okay. Neil Young and Crazy Horse live at the Fillmore East. This is a great live album too that Neil put out. There's the performance. Interesting who's coming up. Neil Young and Miles Davis. John Mayall, Moody Blues, Joe Cocker, Brian Auger. Wow. Boy, they had some shows there, didn't they? How about these two amazing players? Al Kooper, Mike Bloomfield, The Lost Concert Tapes. December 13th, 1968. Fillmore East. This is great. Special guest star Johnny Winter. They bring Johnny Winter out to play. It's My Own Fault. Fantastic live album. Fantastic. I'm trying to see if it says the exact. No, I guess that's it. That's all I got for you on that one. But great album. See if they show anything in here. Bill Graham presents in New York. Fillmore East. Next, a lot of vinyl. The Mothers, Fillmore East, June 1971. Frank played the Fillmore quite often. Not my favorite Mothers. It's not my favorite Mothers period. 1971. It's the Flo and Eddie stuff, and I get kind of bored with the stupid humor in this. The music, the playing's great, but the humor wears on me after a while. Once I've heard it, I've heard it. How about these legendary shows? New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, 1969 into 1970. Banded Gypsies. Oh man, just one of the great live albums. I absolutely love this album. This one's on colored vinyl. Man, legendary shows. Billy Cox, Buddy Miles on drums, and the great Jimmy. His last release, official release, before his passing in September of 70. Jefferson Airplane, Bless Its Pointed Little Head. These are live recordings, not from one show, but from various performances at the Fillmore East and Fillmore West. Bless Its Pointed Little Head. That's quite the insert. 3/10 of a mile in 10 seconds. Somebody to Love, Fat Angel, the Donovan song. They do that. That's one of the best songs on here. Rock Me Baby. The Other Side of This Life. It's No Secret. Plastic Fantastic Lover. Great, great live album. I think I got one more for you here. The ultimate, when there's a list of the greatest live albums of all time, if this one's not on it, the list should be thrown in the garbage. The Allman Brothers live at the Fillmore East. This is one of the great live albums of all time. Put the Allmans on the map. They'd put out 2 studio albums out before this, and but when this album came out, it blew the band out of the water. I mean, this album's incredible. Atlantic label. There we go. There's the gatefold. I'm going to see if it says in here. I mean, Statesboro Blues, one of the great live opening tracks of all time. That is so lively. Done Somebody Wrong. Stormy Monday. You Don't Love Me. Hot Lana. In Memory of Elizabeth Reed. Whipping Post. Oh, man. It doesn't say much more. Recorded live at the Fillmore East March 12th and March 13th, 1971 by special arrangement with Bill Graham. The Allman Brothers played the Fillmore East so many times they were called Bill Graham's house band. Just incredible. What a great cover. What a great album. That's all I got from the Fillmore. I would love if you guys got more. There's got to be a ton more. Let me know any shows. If any of you were lucky enough to attend the East or West venues, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. And thank you very much. Please join us for the live chat tonight at 8-ish. We usually go till about 10. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.